Hello student, in this video we will discuss about the transportation in human. Transportation of human mostly done by the blood through the heart. Heart has four chambers, uh, two atrium and two ventricle. On the screen you can see atrium is responsible for relaxation, and which is in this process the blood fill into the heart, while the two ventricle, these are responsible for contraction. Contraction means the pump of blood through the heart. So here in the atrium there are two parts. First one is a right atrium, second one is a left atrium, and ventricle has two part, those are right and left ventricle. Now we will see the structure of the atrium. So the muscular wall of the atrium is thin, while the muscular wall of the ventricle is thick. This is because during the contraction ventricle pump the blood, so because of that the muscular wall of the ventricle become thick. Now student, we will see the structure of the heart. So in the heart you can see in the right hand side one is a atrium and the lower one is a ventricle. Similarly in the left hand side, upper one is a atrium and lower one is a ventricle. Yes, so how does now the transportation of blood occur through the heart? So the you can see the two vena cava. The large vein is known as a vena cava. So one is upper vena cava and another one is a lower vena cava. Both collect the deoxygenated blood from upper part of the body and the lower part of the body. So deoxygenated blood enter into the right atrium through the vena cava from upper part of the body and lower part of the body. So this in this process the blood fill into the chamber. So this process is known as relaxation. Then whenever this chamber completely filled up by the blood, so the tricuspid wall which will open and the whole deoxygenated blood enter into the right ventricle. Then what will happen, this deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle, it will go through the pulmonary artery into the lungs, and there what will happen, the deoxygenated blood convert into the oxygenated blood. That one we have discussed in the respiration. You know, in the respiration at the alveoli deoxygenated blood convert into the oxygenated blood. Yes, then that oxygenated blood carried by the pulmonary vein and into the left ventricle, left atrium, and through the left atrium whenever it will fill up during the relaxation process, so the mitral wall or bicuspid wall will open and the whole oxygenated blood enter into the ventricle. Then student, what will happen, the left ventricle pump the blood during the contraction through the aorta into the whole part of the body. So student, what is the happening in this process, the body having the deoxygenated blood which is carried by the veins, and it enter into the right portion of the heart, then it go to the lungs, then through the lungs it go to the again into the heart, that is the left portion of the heart, that and this blood is now oxygenated, and from the left portion of the heart it go into the body part. Yes, so now the one more term, that is a double circulation. So in the human or warm blooded organism you will see the mostly the double circulation of the blood. So why the double circulation occur in the warm-blooded organism. So warm-blooded organism mostly carry the blood into their heart 2 times. Why? Because warm-blooded organism maintain their body temperature. For maintaining their body temperature, they require high energy to maintain their body temperature. Then student will see here one circulation. So one circulation mostly found in the cold blooded organism. Those are you can see in fish. So fish has only two chamber in their heart. One is atrium, another one is a ventricle. So whenever the deoxygenated blood enter into the heart of fish, so that blood pump into the gills, and from the gills at the gills the deoxygenated blood convert into the oxygenated, and from the gills it will go oxygenated blood into their body part. So there is no connection to come the blood another once again. Now student, we will discuss about the blood pressure. So there is two type of the blood pressure. Number one is the systolic blood pressure, another one is the diastolic blood pressure. So systolic blood pressure is a kind of blood pressure. In this blood pressure takes place during the contraction of the heart, during the pumping of the blood, and the diastolic process or diastolic blood pressure mostly occur during the relaxation, and the normal range of the systolic blood pressure is 120 mm of Hg, while the diastolic blood pressure is 180 millimeter of Hg. Then student will see here which instrument is required for the measuring the blood pressure. So that is a sphygmomanometer, and sphygmomanometer having the terminology. There is a two types of the terminology according to blood pressure. Number one, hypertension, and another one is a hypotension. So hypertension is a kind of the blood pressure which mostly we can see during the high blood pressure, or as we see more than normal range, and when the blood pressure is lower than the normal range, that is a hypotension. Then student will see here the types of blood vessels. So blood vessels is the kind of two type in our body. One is vein, another one is artery. So first one is a vein. So vein is a collective blood vessels is containing deoxygenated blood, but except pulmonary vein, and its muscular wall is thin because it contains less blood pressure and it is a less elastic, while the artery has the only the oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. These blood vessels also known as distributing blood vessels, and their muscular wall is thick because of the high blood pressure, and these are the less elastic. Thank you.